Now, since we have Chinmay, and we have everybody here, we start today's live. So, fundamentally, if you look at, there has been one obsession that I have personally had, and as a company that we always had, is that for us, our business partners, our agents, should be our complete representative. No? They should be able to do all that as a company that we can do. That has been our obsession. So if you look at it, it really paid off well for us, because when the lockdown happened, while others were trying to figure out what to do, as a company, we went in very smoothly in the lockdown process, and work from home got triggered. And you'll be happy to note that till now we have issued 28 lakh policies and could settle about 15 lakh claims. So the entire process is very smooth, because for us, everything had to be at front end. Now there's one problem which is coming through, and this lockdown also brought that in. So we had risk engineers, and when somebody was trying to look at a risk or a property to be insured, our risk engineers would go, because we always believed in being a good underwriting company, and we also believed in giving good valuable suggestion to our customers. So engineers would go inspect the risk, they would prepare a report, give it to customer, give it to our business partners. Now movement was getting restricted here, and people were not able to move. Then who would inspect the risk? Who would give suggestion to customers? What should they do? How would our business partner agents be able to offer advice to customers? So that was a big issue. And then my team, led by Shashi, Mohan, Rama, Gurdeep, they all sat together, and I said, I want that whatever an engineer does for inspection, the same power should be given to all my business partners, and even to the customer who wants to inspect his own unit and see what can be done. And we use as the background the entire learning that we have had over years, all the engineering experiences that we have, of putting it on the app. And this is what we did. And that is now what we're super excited about. And we'll talk more about it before we go forward. But before I do that, I'd like to speak to Chinmay. Chinmay is a second generation entrepreneur into this business, and he's a chartered accountant. And he is one of those smart agents that I have, who understands business well, who understands customer obsession well, who is able to use tech well, and is able to bring a lot of value to customers. So I thought we'll have a conversation, and we'll see that what does he feel about it. We'll take some questions from all of you, what can be done more about it, and then we see that how do we take this forward. Because personally I'm super excited, because I've always believed that as an insurer, we should know the risk well, we should be able to help our customers mitigate the risk or give them suggestion as to what has to be done. So Chinmay, over to you. First and foremost, speak a bit about yourself, and then about some of the experiences of the company. You have been our friend, our agent, our partner for a long time. So one pleasure to have you here. Over to you, Chinmay.
Thank you, sir. So I must say I was one of the first batch agents that actually joined Bajaj Allianz. And I still remember the small office that we had in Prabhadevi, one single office. And, we used to go back and check on everything, because we were not sure what we would be doing. Of course, we've come a very, very, very long way from that. And, it has been a pleasure. It's been a breeze actually being associated with the company. Always, the company has always stood by us, whether it is in terms of name, whether it is in terms of underwriting. We may come to you with, our share of problems, like, any business partner would come. But there would be always somebody who would be there to listen to us. There would always be somebody there who would be able to guide us or give a solution to our problems. So, I really say hats off. I take this opportunity to thank everybody who has, been helpful, to me in the entire journey of last 14 years that I've been associated with the company.
Yeah, thank you, Chinmay. So now if I look at it, first we had tariff. Till about 2000,
right.
The product was fixed and the price was fixed. And in tariff,
right.
You had some discounts for good features. Remember, if your sprinklers were there or no, how close we go to the fire brigade or no, what was the perfect party, third party, I don't know how many people remember. We used to actually measure by tape to see, and then discounts were given. Then came the era when free pricing happened, when pricing had no relevance and it really tumbled down. And people lost the beauty of inspecting risks, of giving suggestion to customers, how to make it better, how can they make the factory more safer. Nobody wants a loss, So those skill sets over time lost. But as a company, obviously, we hired engineers and we ensured that we had inspections done and we're giving reports there. Now in today's scenario, when again you have something like an IIB where the GIC as a reinsurer says that they don't accept in the treaty any rate less than the average claims, which is taken from the IIB, and that's why it's called the IIB rates now, no, for want of any better nomenclature. But that is what has come. So in a way, more or less the pricing is getting fixed again. So the era of giving a valuable suggestion to customers and the kind of risk improvement that can happen is more or less coming back again. And this is where we got this this particular app which we have put in the Caringly Yours app, which actually helps you as an advisor, that when you go to a customer and you look at his factory, you can do what a qualified engineer should do, take notes, click pictures, and when you're able to put it all into the application, and we at the background using all our knowledge will be able to give you a comprehensive report of the risk which you can give it to the customer there and then, in terms of what all betterment he can do for improving his risk based on the losses that have happened in the past in different categories of similar thing. It will also give him an idea about how safe his business is and how good it is from an insurance company perspective. So what do you think, Chinmay? Do you think it will really add value to all of you? Now the power of inspection comes to you. It comes in your hands. So what's your view on this?
Absolutely. I think this is a very big tool, because as non-engineers, because not everybody is having an engineering background, and also even people who are having the background, we do not have knowledge for each and every industry. So there would be different norms, different requirements for a garment industry, and there will be a different requirement in terms of a steel industry or a paper industry. So if there is somebody who can guide us, or some kind of technology that can be made available, that can guide us that what can improve the risk and what can be the relevant risk improvement feature for that particular risk or that particular industry. Because again, the same thing is not going to work everywhere. So that will really come a huge way for us to kind of give some valuable advice to the clients. As you rightly said, with the pricing again becoming a fixed pricing, what is the value add that we can give to the customer? How can we tell him that what is the improvement that you can do as an insurance company or as an insurance advisor? I think the role is for them to reduce the risk, for them to be how safe they can be. And this will go a long way in trying to get the necessary results. And if I heard it correctly, you said that the report is going to come instantly. It will be there immediately. We will not have to wait for the underwriters, or will not have to wait for some kind of a thing to come from the office. Yeah. So virtually, if we are sitting in front of the customer, we can actually give him that kind of advice, which will be first of its kind. I don't think there is anybody or anything like this introduced ever before.
Yeah, you can actually print out the 20-30 page of report from the customer's printer and give it to him there and then. I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make you super engineers, and get our entire knowledge to you at the front end. I think that is something which is going to make a difference. And obviously, then as an advisor, you're giving a customer an advice on the front end, and the customer also feel, yes, okay, Chinmay has come and seen my risk, and this is what he could guide me on. I think that is one thing that we were very clear we'll do it. So we had hundreds of engineers working for us. Now we'll have 50,000 engineers who will be inspecting and serving our customers. I think it'll make a huge shift in the way property business is being seen, and the empowerment that each one of you will have in seeing, understanding risk, and obviously with time you'll also pick up as things go, that okay, this is what is happening, this is how the report is coming. So my personal belief is that in a year or two you will be better than any risk engineer who would be available. If you don't believe this statement of mine, I can prove it. See, I asked this in a lot of forums. I said, okay, in your graduation, how many months did you study? So a lot of people keep quiet. I do not know about the good students, but students like me studied just about 20 days before the exam. That is all. So if I add up all the, let's say, for engineer, 4 years of study, 20 days into 4 is 80 days, which means that in 90 days you'll actually get all the skill set. It's more of practical skill set, which makes an engineer better every day. So my personal belief is, as people like you who have a lot of business in the property sector, who have a lot of customers like this, the more you go meet people, the more inspections you do, and the more business you convert, I think in a year's time, your understanding of business will get amazing. I think that is my belief. So the endeavor is to make 50,000 risk engineers in a year's time, and the tool at the front end which gives a customer delight. So this is what we want to do, Chinmay.
Great. I just want to understand how easy would it be to feed in the data? I mean, how complex would the questions be? Because again, coming from a non-engineering background, that is a fear that most of us are having, that whether we will be able to give you the data that you require. I mean, how would it flow? I mean, I would like to know a little bit more.
Good, good. So let me tell, like you're afraid of engineers, I'm afraid of chartered accountants. You are a CA, no? But if I ask you for his job, you will say, Tapan bhai, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's very simple, no? This is what the book is. This is what the law is. This is where, what you have to do. It is so simple. Read these 4 subjects on this, you'll be able to make it. So fundamentally, I think a lot of this fear comes because of the way we have been taught, that somebody is an expert. To become an expert in today's time, you require 5 to 6 months of hard work. That is all, Chinmay. So the questions is not difficult. What you see is what you write. That is how it is. What you ask is what you write. There's nothing that you have to use your judgment initially. It is so simple. You ask, what you see, you write, you click pictures, and the app will keep on guiding you. Once you put it all together, the report will come out. I think that is how simple it is. In fact, when I looked at the app, I also was very surprised. The team, as I mentioned about Shashi, Mohan, Gurdeep, but I think the team also has done an amazing job of putting all this together, so that people are able to look at it and deliver on that basis. So you will have a great time. In fact, I would strongly recommend all my friends and advisors who are watching this show to download the Caringly Yours app of Bajaj Allianz Generations Company, which most of you would have done, because first and foremost, we had bought the claim settlement in that. And now the inspection is also there under the label called Prime. If you look at this sub-app, it is called Prime. In that, you click on that and just do an inspection. Maybe today when you go, try and do that. And let me have your feedback. So it's as simple as that. See, as a company, what we have done, Chinmay, and since you have been part of the journey, the first obsession was it should be settled at the point where the accident happens. And that is why you look at motor on the spot we bought. Where if a customer has a claim, in get down, click pictures on the app, upload, and you transfer money within 20 minutes time. In fact, there is a mail from a customer. I want to share this. I was so delighted to see this mail. He had a windscreen loss of his car in this lockdown period, and he was very worried what should he do. And then he understood that we have this Caringly Yours app, and he could click pictures, upload, and money will transfer. So he did that, and within 20 minutes he got the money. He was so delighted. He wrote to Rahul Bajaj, he wrote to Sanjeev, he wrote to me, he wrote to everybody. He says that I can't believe this, that it has happened, that my claim got settled within 20 minutes of my clicking pictures and uploading. So that we did initially. And health, you have used a lot, the CTC and health, click pictures, upload. We're transferring money to your customers for health claims. Now we are moving to a place where after inspections, even commercial losses, let's say we have a loss in a place. You had this cyclone come in Bombay, which was there yesterday. Luckily, it was not very aggressive, and Bombay was safe. But let us say if something had gone wrong. Now, surveyor cannot go because of all this COVID issues, and there's a boundary loss or something. How do you, like as a customer, why would you wait? Now, what we'll do after this is we'll take this app forward, the inspection app. That why can't a customer click pictures and upload, and we can settle commercial claims also the way we are settling the retail claims of motor and health. That is the way forward, Chinmay. So can you talk about experience of the claim settlement that we had in this app, Caringly Yours? How did you see that, or how was it?
Okay, so motor. You spoke about motor. Of course, that has really been something trend-setting, I would say, in the industry. But I'd like to talk more about the health part, the CDC that you've come out with, where we upload the documents and, you get the claims. So, it has been something remarkable. It's something that which the customers don't even expect. They don't even think that something like this is ever possible. So in my initial times, there were customers who've had experiences with claims with other companies where they've taken weeks or probably even months to get the money. And, they get the money on the same working day that they've actually sent me the claim documents. They were surprised. They thought there's a mistake. One or two people called up and said that, how did you actually manage to get it done? So it was something which was very unique, something which was a trendsetter. And I think Bajaj believes in, these kind of innovations that, don't wait for somebody to demand for something. actually you set a trend where you actually come up with this kind of digitalization, which is something which is unheard of prior to that. And it then becomes a new standard or a new expectation which the client, expects at all the times. So,
Yeah. So if you look at Chinmay, as a retail claims, motor and health constitute for the business about 65-70% of industry business. We settle on the spot. For commercial now, we have no inspection done by our friends on the spot. Claims also we look at the spot. In fact, I was mentioning to Chairman IIDA that the limit set for up to self-assessment has to be increased in the COVID period, because where do we get surveys? There's a particular case of Goa, and we could not send a survey from Mumbai. It was a big loss. And it was also difficult to get a survey in Goa to move in. So in fact, we asked the customer that if we could upload pictures and how could we try and help claims settle the claim. But as a company, we were obsessed about settling claim. For us, the speed of settlement of claim, the speed of making a difference to customer has been very important. And luckily, if you look at right from Economic Times to the Asian awards that we have, I think on claim settlement, we always received the award of the best claim settling company over the time. And that is something we cannot miss. Our philosophy has been that we'll always be the best claim settler. A business incidental that will happen because of friends like you. Do you agree with this?
No,
live this up or not? What do you feel, Chinmay?
I absolutely agree. I think that is one thing which has been extremely consistent all these years, that we have always believed that, come what may, the claim settlement should not get suffered. So as you rightly experienced spoke about the health and the motor claims, I am seeing even certain commercial claims which are being settled on soft copies and certain photographs, which even the customer was not even expecting that something like this is possible. And that has gone a long way in establishing some kind of a unique trust or a bond. When you actually settle the claim on the CDC within 24 hours, the kind of trust that you develop with the agents and with the customers is something which the customer is going to always remember and never going to forget, and is going to become your customer for life. So I think that is what I think we have been looking for, and I think we are getting there to achieving it. So I think this is a wonderful initiative.
Yeah, thank you, Chinmay. I think as I mentioned, if people can download the app, Caringly Yours, be it customer and all our agents, and use that, they'll be able to see the difference in that and use these features what we mentioned, at least the claim settlement, risk inspection. There's one more thing I want to talk about, and since you do a lot of health insurance, I was talking to some of my friends, agent friends, and also to some of my colleagues who are part of the health vertical. That in today's time, let's say every professional has a duty towards the country and the duty towards the society. So if I look at, let's say somebody joins the army, what is his duty? That come what may, he'll be at the border, and he'll be ensuring that the country's borders are protected, and he will not allow the country's border to be compromised. Let's say somebody is a doctor. My daughter is a doctor. She's working in hospital, trying to take care of patients so that people recover, people get safe, and they're able to go home and they are fine. As insurers, do we realize that today the country and the society requires us? An average COVID claim costs about 2.5 lakh rupees. Well, the normal claim is about 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, and you would be aware about it.
Right.
And some hospital also, the cost has moved up to 5 lakh rupees. In fact, the hospital in Baroda, which I heard, they're charging 8 lakh rupees before you're even allowed to enter the hospital if you have a COVID case. Now, luckily,
very true.
And Bajaj Allianz has COVID cover. In fact, some companies don't have ventilator cover. We also have that cover in our policies. And we have not increased the price. So whatever premium we are charging for health, even with the COVID coming in, we have to increase the price for health. It's still the same. Don't you think it's our duty as insurance professional and as insurance advisors to ensure that maximum people get health insurance right now? No, because something goes wrong, the difference of life can be, are they getting good treatment and they can afford it, or they can't afford it, Chinmay? What's your view on this?
I absolutely agree. I actually believe in that mantra that, insure early and insure right and insure adequately. So, people coming in very late, people already coming in, after contracting a disease. So I say my mantra has always been that insure early, insure adequately. Because I've always realized that, when the guy comes scouting in for insurance, it's generally too late. It's always that a problem already struck in, or there's already a case, or there's already, COVID being a new thing that has come up. But we always find people coming in, my father got a heart problem and, now I want to go ahead and get an insurance. So always more difficult, after the calamity strikes. It's always important that we act early and we act adequately. When you spoke about the COVID claims, I always talk to my customers about the adequacy of health insurance, because we need to look at the health inflation which is going on. The health inflation is one of the highest inflations that is there in the country right now, is inflation for health. So looking at the future health cost or the rising health costs, I'm always talking to people for going in for the higher covers. And of course, now with the new product, the Infinity Healthcare that is introduced, that is taking away a lot of worries of customers thinking of, how they're going to meet the health costs, further down the line, a few years down the line.
Sindhura, you asked a question, how can you determine how much coverage is adequate? And just now Chinmay mentioned, Bajaj Allianz is the only company in India which bought an Infinity health cover, where the sum insured is infinite. Buy that cover, don't have to worry about how much is adequate, and it's not very expensive, it is very reasonably priced. And in fact, as I spoke to Chinmay, one of my obsession now, along with making life comfortable for my agents and my customer, is how much health can we sell. I somehow believe this from my heart, that it's our duty as insurers right now to sell as much health as possible, because the way COVID is moving up, God forbid that somebody contracts it, and because of lack of money, they don't get treated. It's a question of life and death. It doesn't cost much. It is less than a dinner with your family outside. It is that much of a cost for you. Please buy it. All my advisors and all the employees who are listening to this and will be listening, as I posted on social media, on LinkedIn and Twitter, take it as a cause, as a professional. Push health insurance. The country requires it. Because there are two advantages. When you have good health insurance, you go to good hospitals, you get treated well, and obviously you're contributing to creating better infrastructure in the country, because more money comes into the business, and that is where it's a vicious positive cycle, if I may say so. So let's look into that. Some of you wrote that I should speak in Hindi. The issue is that I can speak in Hindi, to some extent Punjabi, Bhojpuri, a bit of Gujarati and Bengali. But I can't speak, though I was posted in Hyderabad, I can speak a bit of Telugu like Chepende or something, but I can't speak Malayalam, Tamil. I have to learn that. So that is why I try and speak in English so that everybody understands it. But आप लोग को अगर हिंदी भी सुनना है तो जो ऐप लॉन्च किया हमने कैरिंगली ईयर्स पहले था, उस पे हमने इंस्पेक्शन के लिए एक वो डाला है सब ऐप व्हिच इज कॉल्ड प्राइम, जिसमें कस्टमर्स की फैक्ट्री का इंस्पेक्शन हो सकता है और उनका तुरंत रिपोर्ट मिल सकती है कि वो फैक्ट्री में और क्या सुधार हो सकता है. तो हमारे एजेंट उनके लिए एक सुविधा है जिससे 50,000 एजेंट जो है खुद इंजीनियर बन जाएं एंड दे कैन डू गुड इंस्पेक्शन. बांग्ला तो बोलते पारी अपना जो सुनते चाहें, but the issue comes in, since I do not know all the languages of my country, I try and speak in English. I hope you understand. But don't worry, if you still want to understand more, I'm very happy to get my people to call you and explain to you in whatever language you want. If you look at our website also, we are looking at multilingual, because I understand the sensitivity of everybody in the country, and that is there. So I have people from all parts of the country, and even a call center in which I have people from all parts of the country. We'll be happy to speak to you in your language to make you understand better. That is something which is my clear commitment on that basis. Chinmay, really great to have you, as usual. Though after a long meeting, but virtually but it looks like we are again having a face-to-face conversation.
Absolutely. Before we meet again, sir.
Together, So.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Looking forward, sir.
Yeah. Great, Chinmay. Great, everybody. If you're not downloading the app, please download the app and look in the features. Let's keep on making a difference to our people, our customer, to our country, our society. As insurers, we get paid to do good. Let's do good. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you, Chinmay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you all.